Good Minecraft morning, everybody. It's me, your boy Waddles. Welcome back to episode number nice, the second one. Do you notice anything that is maybe different today? Maybe improved? So yes, I continued working on this area over here. The item collection thing, still so awkward, but the area around it looks a little bit better. I mean, it's slightly embarrassing, but I realized, wait a second, this thing gives me slime balls, which means slime blocks, which means slime blocks on the ground around this thing? Definitely. I think it looks nice. And Optifine, that's right, I've done it. I talked about it a little bit at the end of the last episode. I had to see the slime farm in its true form. Look at this, with the connected textures. It looks so nice. Optifine. And today's episode is the perfect episode for that fancy Optifine zoom. We're going back to the end. So End Busting 2.0. It's been a long time since we've been to the end and worked in the end at all. The last time we were in the end, like End City rating and everything like that, was November 12th and November 13th, 2020. Almost a year ago. That was episode number 38 and episode number 39. So today we're going to go into the end. The goal is pretty simple. We're just looking for an elytra. Additional shulker is additional. With that, I think we're ready to go. Inside of my inventory, I have everything that I should need. Blocks to build around, good armor for good armor, good sword, of course. Saluting 3 is a must-have. Its help will be immeasurable today. And a bow. I have my Silk Touch pickaxe on me. I'm going to put this one inside of the ender chest, but I have an ender chest on me if I need it at any point. In between episodes, patrollers, too. They came over here. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. They're just wandering around all over the place. It's kind of annoying. Anyways, end. And now, a quick reminder that if you enjoyed today's guide episode, leaving a like on this episode and commenting something down below are two things that you can do for free to help the episode out huge time. I appreciate it. This fox that lives in the nether still appreciates it. We all appreciate it. Well, the silverfish are here, but that's fine. Anyways, off into the end. Recently, we respawned the Ender Dragon. The thing did not stand a chance. After we respawned the Ender Dragon, we got a brand new end gateway. Today, instead of using the old end gateway, we'll be using the new one. It'll send us into the end to a completely random spot, hopefully very far away from that other end gateway. I need ender pearls first, though. Well, actually, no, I don't. I don't even need them. It's been in the game for so long now, but honestly, I still always forget about this trapdoor trick. Trapdoor right there, we crawl through the portal, and we pause the game right away, so we were never going to fall. This is perfect. So, brand new end gateway, and hopefully, completely random spot in the end. Every single time you take on the Ender Dragon, respawn the thing, you will get an end gateway up to 20 times. There can be a maximum of 20 unique end gateways in a world. Functionally, all of the end gateways are pretty much identical. They all send you out into the outer end. Just different spots. So, yes, I am proud to announce that I have no clue if this spot is new or not. I mean, I don't see any blocks right off the bat, so that's good, but the end literally is so repetitive. Listen, buddy, listen. I was just getting the coordinates, the numbers to get back to the spot. Calm down. You calm down, calm down. I wasn't going to bother you. Alright, so you know how this goes. End is very, very same looking. It's easy to get lost. Don't forget to mark the coordinates of the end gateway. And now, I think it's map time. Hopefully, we're going to be in like the middle of it. I mean, really, that first map could mean nothing. We're going to zoom this map out all the way and try and, hopefully, explore on this map. Cartography table, you will wait here. I don't need it anymore. And actually, extra paper, you wait here too. And trapdoor, you wait here too. So the course to that end gateway right there, and good news, good news. Look at the map right here. Not only are we on the map, but there's room. Like, there's so much room on this map to explore. The whole reason we're here is the end city and the elytra, but these things too. I would like to set up a farm to these things maybe soon, so I want to bring some of this stuff back home, at least one flower, and then maybe some of the fruits as well. I think in survival, genuinely, I've set up a chorus farm like literally one time, and that's it, and it's been like years. Like, I set it up like really long time ago. And I don't know, I mean, purpur isn't exactly the most usable block, but it is kind of cool. The thought of even being able to consider using it in a build is amazing to me. One of my favorite thoughts that I've had of all time. So End City, on this first island right over here by that gateway, unfortunately, nothing right off the bat. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Most recently, out of all of the times that I've gone End City hunting, it's gone pretty well, and it's been pretty efficient too. Hardcore Minecraft 1.18 experimental snapshot survival, piece of cake. I entered the end and practically walked right up to his city. In this world, it's been a long time, but I think it was easy. I don't remember. Optifine, though, is a game changer, though. I can walk around, I can stop walking around to conserve walking, and look around and just zoom. Optifine is amazing. But actually, now that the spyglass is in vanilla Minecraft, is Optifine zoom like cheating? Because it's literally the spyglass, but like without, it's the spyglass without the spyglass. I don't know how I feel about it. A dead end. And so, I think it is time. Now listen, it's not that I'm cheap or anything. These blocks are worthless to me, okay? Clearly, it's not because I'm cheap, but I'm gonna use slabs this time. I'm gonna double my blocks literally and build these bridges with slabs until I find an end city. I'm only going to have to build, like, watch it. We're manifesting. It's a great feeling. I will only have to build this one bridge, so it doesn't really matter, but no, I'm not being cheap. No, of course not. I just like slabs. Actually, there is one gigantic plus of building these bridges out of slabs. If I build this out of a slab on the lower half block, like I did right here, Enderman won't spawn on it, which is great. Wow, this is a really long bridge. 2 stacks of slabs, and I didn't even fully make it. I'm too short. That's a really long bridge. That's like 128 blocks. Anyways, more end. There are 2 possible outcomes when we find our first end city. When we find the first end city, either it has an end ship, we go inside of the thing, get into Elytra and leave, or we find the first end city, go inside of it, and it has no end ship. In the case of that unfortunate happening, if the end city isn't too big, I think we'll still go into it. If it's really, really big, we'll just mark it and come back later. So I was slightly wrong. I have to make another bridge, but I see something that could potentially be interesting. Could that be what I think it is? Maybe. I made it. It's a rock. A giant floating rock. Nice. You know, one thing that I completely forgot about is turning my render distance up. So I just did that. 32 chunks now. That's really, really far. I like doubled what it was at. Maybe we'll be able to find an end city this way. I don't know how I did that. Like, I'm a complete clown. Like, my number one thing that I recommend doing in the end is making your render distance as high as you can stand, as high as you can tolerate. I didn't even did it. Now I can see for miles out here. Look what I found. A brand new end gateway. And this end gateway is way closer to where I am currently than the other one where I started at. This is our new ticket out of this place. Right here. Rocks. Floating rocks everywhere, though. I keep seeing these things off in the distance, and they trick me. Every single time it gets me, I think they're an end city. But no. They're just a rock. Rocks, rocks, rocks. They're all rocks until they're not rocks anymore. They're all rocks until they're a decently sized end city, complete with an end ship. It's time. Exploring. I've been exploring for a really long time. That spot in the middle, right there, that's really bothering me, how it's not filled in. I tried so hard to fill it in, but I couldn't. But I've been exploring until I find this. And thankfully, I was so nervous about it, but thankfully, it looks like this end city has not been to. Like, the end ship is completely intact. Everything looks completely normal on the outside. I don't think I've been here. What? Hold on. So, end city number 1. End city number 2. This is good. Is that a third one? I think that's a third end city. What? Okay, yes, most definitely. That is a third end city. I think this is the closest that I've ever found 3 end cities. I mean, that one doesn't even really count as an end city. It's more of an end building. But it's the third one. This is crazy. And do you see that right there? Shulker's on the end ship over there. Shulker on the building right there. No chance that I've been here before. Perfect. I mentioned earlier that we did end rating before. Episode number 38. Episode number 39. Those episodes have a bunch of end rating tips. This episode will probably have some too. So right off the bat, the render distance does not need to be so high up. And also, Shulkers, you will multiply now. Thank you. Okay, fine. Not actually. There's probably too many Shulkers in this area anyways. We'll just take these out. That's fine. That works too. End City big move. Number 1, take the Shulkers out with looting to restored. End City move number 2, the Shulkers can duplicate. They didn't want to do it that time, though, which is a true tragedy. The duplicating mechanics are actually pretty advanced, so most likely it was never actually going to happen that time anyways. Doesn't matter. This is 2 Shulker shells now. We have 1 Shulker box. And this is a really strange room. What's wrong with this End City? I don't think I've ever seen this room before. This is not normal, right? Like, definitely not. No chance. Alright, well anyways, that's that. Since this End City is cursed, you know the rules. We have to leave the End City. We can't come back. We'll have to find another one. Couple more 1,000 blocks it is. No, just kidding. I actually ran out of building blocks. I completely used up all of the cobblestone that I brought. I had to go back outside to get more building blocks. And then I decided to go over to the small End City. The end building. 32 render distance is insanely disorienting. For a second after I left that city, I walked over on that part of the island. And I genuinely thought that the city disappeared. Like, really? I don't even know. I swear, my IQ is more than 1 digit, but I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, boy. Enderman, come on. Can't you see I'm busy right now? Are you guys multiplying? Did you guys actually duplicate? That's what I thought, Enderman. That's exactly what I thought. Off to the sky with you, my guy. Off to the sky. You can go away. So I actually think maybe 2 Endermen are mad at me right now. I'm pretty sure it's definitely more. Yeah, it's definitely more than 1, but they sent me to the top of the End City, so I guess we're going to go up here next. Maybe over here. Shulker on the side of the building, please. Yes, perfect. I caught the shell. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, whoa, hold on a second. I realized I was holding the map. Don't need to be doing that. And actually, I also realized we're completely off of the map now. That's too bad. Oh, the Endermen are back. And they're mad at me still. That's cool. I'm really curious about those shulkers outside of the building, though. Did I actually watch them just duplicate in front to my eyes without even trying? I mean, maybe. The duplication mechanics are kind of advanced, though, so unlikely. But potentially. Shulker number... whatever number. Oh, there's 2 right here. Why are there 2 shulkers right there? I mean, that's cool. 5 shells. And these banners are mine now. That one's mine. This one is mine. I'm going to mark things with these banners. They're mine. George, the evil version. Can you go away? You've had enough. Goodbye. Top of this end city is clear, which means back down to the ground, get rid of these shulkers, and move into this thing. I think there's maybe going to be 1 more inside of the city, and then, yeah, a couple more outside of this thing. If I could stop levitating, that would be cool. You know what? I guess into the city it is. Why are these shulkers in really strange spots, though? Goodbye. I will see you. And finally, enough. End building number 1 completely clear. So far, after 1 end building and the shulkers on the front of that gigantic city over there, 9 shulker shells. This is going to be a really good day. Small detour. Might as well check down here, right? I mean, if there's 3 end cities next to each other really close, why can't there be 4, right? Okay, tragically, there was not a 4th one. Back to the end city. I think I'll actually mark the end city on a map with a banner, but I want to put a name on the banner, which means anvil, which means pretty much no iron, but I don't think that's a problem. Hopefully I don't regret that. Banner, map, marked. Coordinates. So look, genuinely, you see, I'm very happy. I'm very grateful to have an end city. Even if it is really cursed and broken looking, I'm very happy to have this thing. However, my favorite room inside of the end city isn't even here. And it definitely wasn't in the first one, and I don't think it's going to be in the 3rd one either. My favorite room is by far that gigantic room with all of the shulkers on the inside of it. I just think it's so cool, and it's really fun to work your way up it. Instead, inside of the city, I have a bunch of hallways like that, which is cool. And I guess, I mean, really, I shouldn't complain because there are so many shulkers all over this thing. We're going to have so much profit by the end of today's episode. But I look forward to those rooms. I really like them. I wanted to experience one. The levitation effect is really dangerous, but it's also insanely useful because now I'm all the way up at the top of the city over here and pretty much right next to the ship. Look, it's like practically right outside of the window. I'm going to try and get to the ship from this part of the building this time, switch it up a little bit, you know? And I think it's cursed again, like... Is that normally like that? I mean, maybe they're just different, but like this is like so strange looking. It feels completely different. It teleported, I think, to the outside of the building. Somewhere. I don't know. I think the shulkers are all fighting, like they're shooting at each other. I swear, I keep hearing them teleport, which is not normal. Like, I don't think it is, right? Has everything changed? Yeah, like, I mean, listen to these things. They're just like non-stop, like shooting and shooting and shooting. Where even are they? Oh, I see. They're like down low. You know. Could I use levitating to get over there? I think yes. Alright, so shulker, look, we're gonna work together. Levitation, thank you, and we're moving. Look at this. This is so easy. This is how you get to the end ship. We're safe now. This is nice. Now we just need to take them out. Look at all these shulkers. It's like crazy over here. Inside of the ship. Alright. Look, enough with that. Enough. You don't need to shoot me. Elytra, it's mine. We have the Elytra again. We can fly. Good loot. We'll try again. Good loot. Okay. Well, it's not really good. None of it's good. It's garbage here. Alright, well look, at least we have a brewing stand with potions, that's cool. And at least there's more shulkers out here. There's another one up here on top of the ship, and missiles all over the place. Maybe we could just not get hit. That'd be great. And also, actually, I almost completely forgot about it, but the dragon head on the front of the ship. Of course I need to get that thing. Dragon head. It was such a long journey today to find this thing, but it was definitely worth it. Because dragon head. This is great. And then, you know, even though I actually don't like this loot at all, of course I will take it. Loot, you come home with me. I filled my inventory, though, which means it's time for the very first shulker box in, like, forever. Shulker box right here, bad loot, you come with me inside of the shulker box. I will probably never touch you. I'll actually forget about you. End rod, item frame, they're mine. More end rods, they're also mine. Or the voids. So now I need to figure out how to get back over to the city from this end ship. I highly doubt that these things will actually be able to give me with levitation from all the way over here, will they? I mean, maybe they'll try it. Maybe. Oh, obviously. I always forget about these things. Obviously, this is how we get back over there. That was easy. Okay, now, aside from shulkers on the outside of this thing, I think I've basically finished everything in that top part of the building. I need to get the shulker, though. I'm trying to get every single one today. And back to the top. Wait, it's sitting on the glass. I didn't realize they could teleport onto the glass. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Look at the bottom of it. It's so cool. Such a nice texture. There it is. It keeps giving me levitation over and over and over again. And now there are 2 shells on the ground. Wait, why are you inside of here too? Are they all just multiplying? I swear they might be. I genuinely feel like these things actually keep multiplying today. This is so cool. This is the first time I'm raiding the end since the shulker duplication mechanic, and there's just so many shulkers, like way too many. They have to be multiplying. Whoops. I fell. Okay, shulkers all over this thing, but I know for sure there are a couple shells on the ground over here. I need to get these things. Definitely. I haven't used the bow at all. Like, not a single time today. Oh, man. So close. Back inside of the city, there is so many. I just keep getting levitation over and over and over again. There's so many. They can't beat the water, though. I'm actually kind of lost with this city and what I've actually finished and what I haven't. Also, there's so many shulkers. They have to be. Well, there's a first time for everything. Goodbye, my friend. I said goodbye, my friend. That's right. Another shell. Okay, I think I've basically almost finished the city. There are definitely a couple more shulkers on this thing on the outside of it, I think. Yeah, definitely. They keep teleporting out here. But I think I'm basically done with the city. My thinking here this time is since I'm levitating to the top, I'll grab a couple more banners. Eventually, I'll fall. I'll get rid of the shulker that's right over there. And then there's another one over there that I have to get rid of too. Then we can move on to the final end city. There you are. There you are. I found another one. It's hiding underneath the bridge. Or it was hiding underneath the bridge. And one more shell too. That's perfect. I think I fully finished this city. With that city finished, that can only mean one final thing, and that is end city number 3, the medium-sized one. I'm going to run through this one really quick and get all the shulkers outside of the thing. This is insane. That shulker duplication mechanic, I think I'm in love with it. Like, definitely. This is the first time I've taken on an end city since that mechanic was added to the game, and 100%. I kept saying it in there. I know. I said it a lot, but that's because I mean it sincerely, truly. It feels like those shulkers, like, kept duplicating or something. Like they would hit each other, teleport around, and get even more and more and more. And inside of my inventory right now, I have 12 shulker shells. Inside of the shulker box, I have 10 more. That's 22. I mean, I know it's 2 cities, right? But 22? And even more soon? That's crazy. Anyways, kind of funny thing. In Minecraft 1.17, most likely 1.18 too, for some reason, there's still no endstone slab, but there is endstone brick slabs. The endstone to endstone brick conversion is a 1-to-1 ratio. You won't lose any blocks. Convert the endstone to endstone bricks, take the endstone bricks, turn them into slabs, use the slabs for bridges. It's profit. It's just like duplicating blocks, but legally. End City 3, here we go. End City number 3 is decently sizable. There should be a good amount of shulkers inside of this thing. I have a feeling we could come out of this with like 12 more shulker shells. Hopefully. 12 is going to be the prediction at least. So, you guys want to do the, ooh, that's my bad. That's my bad. Enderman, come on, seriously, I'm doing something. Why do you need so much attention today? What? Stop it. Yep, they did it. They just teleported. They duplicated right there in front of my eyes. They're doing it all over the place. Disgusting. Yes, but really quick, before I forget, the second banner. It's also like this. Are these end city rooms always just like this? Did I, like, completely forget? Huh. Next is this way. There's one right here, and I'm pretty sure there's one on the bottom side of this building, too. Like, right down here somewhere. Yes, indeed. That's exactly what I thought. Any shell? Of course. There would be a shell. Back up in the city, next stop is over this way. This wing is a little bit bigger. There should be even more shulkers inside of this thing, and even more shells. It's all about the shells. That's all that I care about. And oh, look, even more loot too. Awesome. I like the loot too. Okay, actually, I changed it. I like the loot conditionally. If it's good, or at least decent, I would like the loot. I like this loot. That's good. That's great loot. And then there's a second ender chest too. I like it. Okay, look, maybe I've never paid attention to the architecture of these things, but look at this, like that little swoop in there. Like, this is so fancy. Was that always really like that? Okay, well, anyways, off to the top of this tower right here to get the shulker. Back down the tower to this intersection right here to get the other shulkers over here. And the rest of this thing. That's really tall. Does anybody actually parkour all the way up these things, like, without towering up the center? Or am I the only one that actually just cheats these whole cities and builds blocks all over the cities? Let me know. Definitely sure that there are shulkers on the outside of this city. While I was going up this tower, they would not give it up. They just kept shooting and shooting and shooting. I guess it was just that one, though. There's definitely more down low, though. Sneaky, sneaky. What are you doing out there? That was really quick. That felt insanely fast, but the whole top part of the city, at least over here, pretty sure it's completely finished. Back down. This part has since been repopulated somehow. And I guess I never went over to that part of the city either. We'll go there next. Oh, wait, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I just didn't go all the way up. Wait. It got quiet. Like, really, really quiet. I think I finished the whole city. I didn't even realize it because I kept levitating around. I think this whole thing is done. Definitely. Now, somewhere down here, there was definitely another shell that dropped onto the ground. I don't exactly know where. I think it would have been over here. I'm pretty sure, at least. I mean, maybe not. Maybe there's no shell anywhere. Anyways, the shulker shell total from End City number 3 is 10. That's not bad. Another Enderman. Really? Really? Come on. All right. Well, End City raiding and busting. I think that's it. We've completed the job. Let's take a look at all of the precious loot that we got today. 32 shulker shells, half a stack. That's almost maybe like the most that I've had in this world. Yeah, so the enchantments on like basically half of this stuff are trash tier. Some of the other stuff is just like decent. Like this is okay. It's a solid start. And then enchanted iron tools, an insult. Who do you think I am? In total, I would definitely declare this to be loot. It's time to go home. But definitely, just to be safe, I will be keeping all of the loot inside of this ender chest. I'm not going to chance it. No way. Right now, I'm up here on an end island. I figure what I would do before I head straight back home is run around this end island, map it out, turn the render distance back up, let stuff load in, and take a look for any more end cities. I won't take them on today, but I'd like to know if there's any more end cities up here. I'd like to fill in the rest of this island at least, and then I'd like to get out of the end. I'll meet you back over at the base. Home, sweet home. We're back over at the base where I last slept, which is actually right by the tree farm, which is by the orb. Which brings me to today's comment of the day. The day is finally the day. I know you've been waiting. Yes, Crazy Cow Spinks. At the end of the Iron Farm episode, I asked you guys for your thoughts on leaving Crazy Cow Spinks like this. I think we're going to do it. Crazy Cow Spinks is now forever mad. Why? Not sure. Even though the great upgrade is fully complete, Crazy Cow Spinks is really mad. Might have something to do with the orb, I'm not too sure. I think it looks so much more cool like this, though. Like the redstone in the eyes, the intense eyes, the more teeth. I don't know. I think it's a nice fit. But anyways, Minecraft Guide 169, the nice episode. That's actually going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, drop a like and subscribe. Now, I need to find a spot for this map. I'm really not sure where a good spot for a map wall would be. By the way, I did mark the gateway. I want to come back and change the gateway banner color to like gray or something. Then I'll take the words out, but I marked it. But a map wall. A map wall is one of the projects that I'm also highly considering doing soon, including maybe a spot for end maps too. Maybe we go back to the end and map it, raid a few more cities. I mean, really, honestly, not that we even have to anymore. So I'll have to find a new spot for the map. I also left a few basic supplies like an ender chest inside of the end on the main island, so it's there now. And the Optifine question that I had from last episode is still open. Optifine episode or not. Anyways, that's it. Triple End City. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.